Hello and welcome to a special edition TB3 episode 100. Fellas, they don't make noises. I don't know. They don't make them like they used to, but
They don't.
Those were kind of annoying.
100, that's what I'm saying. 100 episodes. We started a little bit over 2 years ago. I can't believe we made it, but we have. So here, raise a glass. If you're at home and you're listening, raise a glass to 100 episodes. Thank God for these guys, and thank God for this building, and for
thank God for America.
and thank God for America. And I raise this glass to our past 100 episodes and 100 more episodes. Cheers, boys.
Do 100 more.
100 more, baby.
More after that.
But yes, so again, 100 episodes. This something along these lines will go out on Instagram, will go out on Twitter, on YouTube, on Spotify, whatever. We appreciate every single person who has supported us, our friends, our family, the people that we've been able to interact with, anyone who's even, watched the video, liked an Instagram post, liked the Twitter post, hit something on Spotify, like whatever. We really do appreciate you guys, and we are excited, what we've been able to build, a big community. Now credentialed media members, pretty, definitely blessed by, these two guys here, our ability to do 100 of these and hopefully 100 more. So very blessed. Thank you guys. And yeah.
Shout out Ethan.
Yes.
Shout out Luke.
Wow.
Shout out Matt.
Yeah.
Shout out Zach.
Yeah.
Cameron.
Yes.
Boys who have filled in for us.
Our special guests.
Special guests. Lightning Insider Cam.
Yes.
Shout out those guys, man. Couldn't have done it without you. Shout out, some of the big fans. Donna.
Grandma Donna. Shout out Grandma Donna.
Grandma Donna. Hope you're out there.
What a guy.
Shout out Josh and Blake Fitz.
Yes.
Shout out Josh and Blake Fitz.
My guys. Yeah. And all the, man. Just
Carlos.
shout out Carlos. Shout out OG Flappy Garrett.
OG Flappy.
Yeah. What a ride it's been, and excited to keep it going. Joel, any words?
John Young, if you're out there. Just blanked on your name there, but John Young, hope you're listening, man. Love you, bro.
We love you all.
Hope one day you actually subscribe and I don't have to send the link.
Isn't he an Eagles fan?
Oh yeah, hardcore.
Oh man, what the heck? Anyways,
you got your win.
Booze. All right, they got your win. But okay, we have talked about not 100 episodes on this show. We there's been one event that we have dreamed about since we've started, this show. We've said we're going to be here once it happens, and it's going to be glorious. And that event has happened. The Rays have officially been sold by Stu Sternberg to Patrick Zalewski and friends. It's beautiful. 100 episodes.
That's the real reason why we're wearing ties.
Yeah.
It wasn't for 100. The Rays are free.
It's beautiful. 100 episodes, and we get what I want.
That's God's time.
That
right
is.
That's what we call perfect timing.
Yeah. I told her bust out my AP. Perfect timing. Man. So it is official. We talked about it. We've gotten some reports about, upgraded payroll, some initial stadium reports, but just in general, Joel, you are my stadium expert. You are my Rays ownership expert. What are you feeling right now?
It's time to retire. 100 episodes. I mean, like my mission's complete.
We don't have a stadium yet, though.
Yeah. I mean, we're here. Like, regardless of what Steve Sternberg's done over the course of the last 20 years plus, it's over. He's gone. We can breathe easy now. Like, stadium's not done yet, but we have every reason to believe that a stadium is around the corner. These guys are diligent. These guys have been doing work behind the scenes. They have buttered up all the officials that they needed to butter up. And I mean, sky's up from here. I mean, is it wrong to say Kyle Tucker, Pete Alonso coming soon?
Oh my! Bring the Tampa kids home, baby.
I mean,
Bring them home.
come on, Patrick Zalewski. Let's see the checkbook.
What better way to start out your tenure than making a huge splash in free
That's
agency.
what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, if they don't do anything, like people are just going to forget. They're going to be like, oh yeah, we have owners that are cheap still. So
Yeah.
But, I think that's one of the most exciting things about this is we don't know. We have something to look forward to. What is this team going to do in the offseason? What are they going to do? Are they going to make some big trades? The possibilities are endless. We're going into next season, 2026, with some optimism that we haven't had
it's a fresh start
for years.
And
years.
dare I say, this logo be coming back soon for full time?
A rebrand.
Yeah.
We got a new owner. We got a rebrand pretty soon after.
I think something along these lines is around the corner. So we can dream. We can dream.
The Rays desperately need a rebrand.
They do.
They really do.
I think that might come the day the stadium opens. Like they might do it coincided. That's a lot. A lot of times teams will do that. They'll say fresh stadium, fresh logo. So perhaps that's the route they go. But I do think the Sunburst days are nearing an end.
What if they built around the City Connects?
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah.
We like that.
Something like that. I like a combination of the old and the new.
Yeah.
Give me some current, navy and light blue, but give it with the Devil Rays flair. Give me more logo, more ray.
I'm gonna have to disagree on that.
Really?
One. Get Columbia blue as far away from me as humanly possible.
I like Columbia blue. I'm a sucker for Columbia blue. But anyways, I mean, you guys mentioned it. It is so nice to feel like there's a handicap coming off the Rays. It really does. Like, it feels like the Rays are going to be a position where they can be run like other MLB teams. Not run by this kind of like
a hierarchy.
This tyranny and this like way of construction where they have to fit this mold of the Rays way, trading players early, platooning guys, getting, looking for the margins, spending pennies on the dollar, stuff like that. That constraint and that, tightening of the Rays should be released.
I think that philosophy has come to an end.
I think there's a lot good that comes from it. Obviously, we've gotten to see, 5 years of playoff teams in a row. We got to see 2 World Series appearances. Like, it hasn't been all terrible, but there always has felt like there's a handicap. There's like a safety setting on the Rays.
Aren't we lucky to have done this?
Yes, there's always felt like there's been a safe, like, when the toys go on demo mode and you got to flip them. Remember when Buzz Lightyear had to flip off the demo mode to talk about in Toy Story 3? What a great movie. But just that constraint feels like it's being lifted off the Rays, hopefully.
I mean, I think now we can finally see ourselves for what we are. We're a top 15 marketplace for sports. So let's play like that. Like, I mean, I don't know what the guy's checkbook looks like, but he's got. I mean, they put together like the best team of investors that you could have had. Like, they've got the guy from Orlando. They have the guy behind the X-ray business in the area. So I mean, let's see.
Yeah, I think the team they put together is the most encouraging part about this sale.
And I mean, if they want to kind of be like, hey, look, we're exactly what you guys have been looking for. Like, they might want to do some stuff in like to spite Stu Sternberg, which I'm hoping like a little bit of spite never hurts in sports.
They brought in a guy who's on the board of trustees at the University of South Florida. They know how to get a stadium built.
That's true.
I mean, I think like they do have the contacts that they need to do something like that, like you're saying. So absolutely. And Ron DeSantos loves this group. So if they wanted to go the hard rock route, that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Same thing for the HCC campus. Like, that's either the county owned, probably state owned, I'd imagine. So that's a route that they could pretty easily do because of the relationships they have. So I think it's all about these relationships. Like, I'm liking the relation. Like, I like the family dynamic that I'm seeing so far. Like, do I wish that Patrick Zalewski was from Tampa? Of course, but he's got a team of Tampa guys around him, and I mean, that's kind of what you want. You got your star, and then you got your local guys.
Yeah, and it's just so excited for what's ahead. Obviously, like the team that they currently have, there's definitely some holes, but there's definitely some pluses. You have a franchise player in the building in Junior Caminero. Like, that's a pretty darn good thing to be inheriting. You have a lot of talent. You have players that have won in the past. You have experienced guys like Brandon Lau, Yandy Diaz. You have young and upcoming players like Chandler Simpson, Jonathan Aranda. You have some, Obviously, there's some holes. We know the outfield needs to be addressed. We know that there probably needs to be a starting pitcher or two brought in. We know the bullpen was just horrendous this year, but the bullpen is volatile. That's baseball. Ownership's not going to change a bullpen, unfortunately.
We might give you a coin flip next year. Like it's always just. We'll see how the bullpen is this year.
We can see the Dodgers spent almost $100 million on their bullpen, and it sucked this year. So it's just bullpen is volatile. It's baseball, but there's a lot of good that this ownership group will be coming into, and that good and that foundation will be even more encouragement for them to spin big on a player or two and make that splash move and show the Tampa fans that they have people that are willing to spin behind their team.
So Cole, I'm putting you on the table or whatever. On the spot. You said that Kyle Tucker will come now because they switched the turf?
Yes, that was a JP Peterson report, but they are switching. No. He is all in my good graces now. He was spot on.
Yeah, he's been like 9.
He was spot on.
He's been 9 months ahead for the last 5 years. A broken
clock tells the time correctly twice a day.
Wow, that's crazy.
Some credit, bro. He was on the stadium stuff like 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago. I'm saying like the second they did the St. Pete stuff, he said, "Watch, like 2 years from now, they're going to be selling the team, and there's going to be a stadium in Tampa."
Hey, fair enough. But
so JP Peterson, if you ever want to hire us,
that would be great. This isn't an official report. This is just what he said, but there is new turf, and Kyle Tucker had before said he wouldn't play on that turf. Does that mean
of turf?
Will it have the almond shavings in it?
I hope not.
Oh no, the tire pieces.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hopefully more modern turf, more normal turf, like maybe that they use in Toronto or.
I mean, like that kind of turf is getting more normalized in baseball. Like Texas has it now. Arizona just switched to it, so I think the whole I won't play on turf thing is going to be a harder argument to make in the coming years.
Yeah, but hopefully it'll be because again we saw there's a lot of I think you brought this up, but there's a lot of players that stayed healthy on the Rays this year that do not normally stay healthy, and I think a lot of that comes from playing on natural gas.
Bilal,
yeah, no, seriously, and
I didn't think about that. That sucks.
This was your idea. You said it.
I think I said that going into the season, but like I didn't realize like it actually happened.
It did. Like I think that was a very studious point there, Joel. But yeah, I think that we saw how dangerous that turf can be for some people. So hopefully they're seeing that and they're changing that with Tropicana Field.
Maybe Kiermaier was just a crybaby.
It's not just Kiermaier.
It's Rocco Baldelli, Carl Crawford, Upton had a couple injuries.
Yeah, we don't want Chandler Simpson hurting himself on turf.
Oh my God,
we do not. Junior probably wouldn't do that. Anyways, yeah, just a lot of good stuff. Celebrating. I know we had some more thoughts on Stu Sternberg when it was reported last week. So if you want to check that out, we talked about it for about, I think it was like 20, 30 minutes last week on the show. So, go back on the channel, subscribe while you're there. But yeah, also
now it's official.
I was also going to plug, if you guys are interested in college sports, you want to check out some USF Bulls content, check out TB3 University. It's on the channel. It's out now. USF Bulls, Florida Gators, Florida State Seminoles. But moving forward, would we like to go Bucks next? Do we want to keep chatting it up? What do we want to do?
Chat it up. I feel like we kind of skipped it, just kind of talk about maybe how you think about the podcast is going, maybe a favorite memory, maybe something.
Okay.
Maybe a goal.
Okay.
Maybe a goal. Talk about some goals for the fans.
A goal. I will say one of my favorite memories. I'll start there. Was back when we were in the church sanctuary. It was 2023. It was after the Bucks lost to the Bills. And we argued for like 20 minutes about Todd Bowles. Like just 20 minutes straight.
That stage setting was definitely where some of the biggest Bowles arguments were.
Yeah.
We argued, and then the episode, something happened to it, and we had to argue again.
Oh, that was
we'd argue.
I think it was the Rays one. That was when we
had to do one for football too.
Oh, really? And we argued again. That's really funny. That's crazy. I do remember we did argue a lot.
We did one for the Rays too. Yeah.
Yes. No. And do you guys remember that one episode that sounded like AM radio that we had to record on that random thing?
We did just a pulpit mic or something, right?
And there was something that was janky. That was.
There was another episode that we released an episode that was on double speed one time, or like 1.5 speed.
I think it was like one of our first episodes.
I think it was like episode 4. Yeah.
I noticed too because I was trying to find some quotes. In the first episode, you have notifications popping up on the screen It just says TB3, and then it's like from somebody like, yeah, sounds good, with like a thumbs up. Like,
your text notification.
So back in the day, the way I would do it is I would like play the audio with my phone on with the thumbnail like on the screen, and it would kind of like merge it together. It was really annoying, but I didn't know any better, so that was just kind of how we did it for like the first 10
And
or
then
so
we
episodes.
found CapCut, and it was all changed. Yeah, we've gone through different processes. I mean, we were in the tree with the TV
that was
in the
a long
background.
run. We were in your office for an
we did
episode.
an episode in
That was
there.
the uniform draft too, I think. That was
Big uniform
crazy.
draft.
Yeah, I don't know.
I liked it in there. I mean, like this is way better, but like I liked that more than the stage era.
Okay, I have a good question too, and I like the goals question. We can get that too. But what's your favorite game that has happened that we've talked about on the podcast?
Like sports game or game that we've done as a group.
No, like we covered Bucks Eagles, like whatever game we talked about. Bucks Eagles was good. That wild card game we went to.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Maybe recency bias. USF Florida was awesome. USF Florida recently was awesome.
I think talking about the Randy Rosarina standing ovation
That was awesome.
and getting to talk about that was really cool.
That was a huge moment in the podcast history. Randy Rosarina, that was cool. Hasn't really been in a lot of good Lightning games.
No.
I think it was cool. Like the Steven Stamkos return game was fun. I don't know.
It's Lightning have been a little depressing.
Okay. So I don't remember much of the details, but I think it was early last year, but it was a Rays Yankees game. I think it might have been me or you or me and Luke, but I was at the game, and when we talked about it, it was pretty crazy. But there was like 3 or 4 lead changes, and something happened where one of our guys was plucked or something.
I think it was 2023.
Yeah,
that was when we were good.
It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was a crazy game, and we talked about that one for probably like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I think the first recap we did, the Bucks Vikings,
That was a fun
week one. That was a really good one because I think we talked about a lot of guys stepping up. Talked about we thought the Bucks would be kind of a surprise team. We all said that too. We all said, everybody in the media is telling you the Bucks are going to stink. They're going to place last, but we think they're going to do something special. And they go out and get a huge win. And I mean, I think we all kind of immediately fell in love with Baker Mayfield after that game too.
Yeah.
I remember
Christian
that.
Izien, we brought up Izien, and he got an interception, balled out. Like, that was kind of awesome seeing that stuff.
Yeah,
We called it.
we did. That was good. I think I really enjoyed. I enjoyed talking about when Florida State got snubbed out of the playoff. That was good content. I'll say it. That was good content.
You missed the episode before that. Me and Joel was just ranting for like
it was a perfect
45
episode for him
minutes,
not to be on because we were both so mad.
That was good. That was good content. And then I think of USF. Like I enjoyed. Like the bowl games were very fun, like especially the Boca Raton Bowl, like getting there, that was fun. And then like we definitely I think the Charlotte game leading up is what got them into that bowl game. That was fun. But I think honestly my all-time favorite, just because we were there, we were doing media, then we came back on the podcast and talked about it. We had a lot of stuff, good content come from it. I think USF Florida has to be it for me. Like that was a good one. That was an amazing experience.
Yeah, because you saw some of our work come to fruition too.
Yeah.
Wanted to see something like that. It was like in two years, we're there to see it, witness it, and they're America's team for a good chunk of the season so far. But
yeah, and I also I feel like a lot of our takes on that game were right too. I remember I talked about like the first down thing, and that's like what they were talking about in the post game, and then we were talking about the defense and the red zone and like keeping it in front. And I remember you talking about that, and like I think that was good. I think we've done a lot of good Rays stuff too. Like Rays, like the playoffs haven't worked out for us.
We've broken. Joel has been money on the Rays playoffs, so listening back on it,
yeah, because they go so bad that
he told us exactly how the playoffs are going to go against the Rangers.
Didn't I? So I think it said like we were going to get swept shut out for a couple of them. I think we did.
Yeah, he said we were going to like borderline get shut out and slept.
That's crazy.
Were we doing the podcast with the Indian series, or I'm sorry, the Guardian series? That would have been. Did we start 2022 or 2023?
3. We didn't. We didn't.
Alright.
do
Oh no, we
Guardians.
weren't. We did.
We
yeah,
missed
just
and we
did.
missed
I think I was so butthurt by that series that I was like, watch
Yeah,
this
you
Ranger
brought it
series.
in.
This
Yeah.
Ranger series is gonna be the continuation of that.
Yeah, and I think we missed the 13-0 start because we started
we
in the
started in,
middle
like,
of the
July
race.
or
Yeah, we started in the
something.
middle of the race.
It was like
season.
July 30 or
Yeah,
31st or something.
yeah,
or
it was
August
late
1st,
late
yeah.
July. Yeah, late July, early August. So yeah,
I think too one of the games, because I think we had pretty good commentary from it, was the Rays game where we like tried to get a good tailgate going and we had a couple sell the team chants. That was a good memory, and I'm pretty sure, I don't remember if it was a win or loss, but I do
it was a
remember.
big
TB3
loss, bro.
tailgate?
Yeah.
Big time loss.
Yeah, we
We
lost
got-
the
I
Nationals.
remember the conversation afterward was good on that.
yeah, it was a big time loss in that game. Looking back, 2024, we went to a lot of Rays games, especially me and Joel.
I mean,
we went to,
they had that package.
yeah,
like,
we went to like 20. I went to like
I think I
25.
went to like 18. You went to 20, 25.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it
I
was
mean, if they bring the pretzels back, I'll be at that many again. And I'll be smart. I'll do monthly this time. Oof. Hopefully the new ownership does that. I don't know if they're going to do that.
yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But they want people in the ballpark, man.
Because like I know that the president's stepping down, so like he's probably the one who would have made a call like that. So
It depends on the marketing team. Like, there's a lot of people. That
yeah,
go
hopefully
into
they bring
stuff.
that one back.
Yeah. Yeah. Goals. I think a good goal for us would be to get credentials for professional teams, Rays,
yeah.
Buccaneers, Lightning, cover them media wise. I think for the YouTube, I think to double and triple our views and subscribers. I think we're on the cusp.
We're
YouTube's
pretty
helping
close
us.
to 100th episode, almost 100 subscriptions.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think we can maximize that soon. Like we've almost hit the tip of the iceberg. I think Instagram, like 5,000 followers soon in the next before the end of the year. Let's say that. 5,000
Nice, yeah.
followers before the end of the year. That would be cool. Yeah, I don't know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think more connections with like some of the other insiders in the area.
Absolutely. That'd be great.
I'd really like to. I think that's goal number 1 is get credentials for just about everybody in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
At least one.
Mm-hmm.
At least one. So we have that option. I think too, it's really more of a time thing, but I really want to see how close we can get to like maybe doing some live streams. I'd love to. A lot of it comes down to time, but depending, if you guys like and subscribe, follow us, the more, you guys support us, the easier it'll get. But I'd love to do live streams after every game.
Yeah.
I Bulls, Rays, Bucks. I would love to do it after every game, take in comments, this and that. That's kind of a goal of mine that, we could get that type of support from the fans, that we can start doing stuff like that.
Little mini home setups maybe in
Yeah.
the future.
that'd
I
be
think
cool.
that
That'd
could
be
be
cool.
feasible. I think it'd be feasible. Yeah. I like it.
I'll go super one day, and we'll probably do it sooner than later. But different camera shots.
Yeah.
It's like
We have the
it's like
abilities for it
here's this
now.
guy with the stupid one, but hey, everything counts.
That's not stupid.
I mean, it's like you guys are like, let's go to the moon. I'm like, yeah, what if we had like 3 or 4
Hey,
camera
you
shots?
can't go to the
No.
moon without a rocket ship.
There you go.
Wow.
That's a banger.
That's a bar.
That's
That's
a
a bar. That's a bar. Yeah. Do we want to talk about the Bucks? Just a little bit. I don't really.
We got to talk about the Bucks,
We gotta
man.
talk
We got
about the
to. I mean,
Bucks.
this is our bread and butter right here. I
Yeah.
think.
I mean, that's what people clicked
I think
on.
we really hit our stride as a show when Buck season rolled around. I think we got crisp. Episodes were a lot better.
ripping 3-hour episodes. It was
Oh,
crazy
man.
Oh,
at the
man.
Can you
beginning.
believe that, guys? Like we
Yeah.
were sitting there just going through it all because we didn't break
and I
up.
mean, the chairs that we were sitting on were uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, dude, we were going. Sometimes the AC would turn off.
We were
It'd
just
get hot.
yapping, man.
What's the longest one? It had to
I
been.
think
Oh,
it was
we-
240.
We probably
Yeah.
got pretty stinking close to the 3.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right.
And on some of the ones we were to redo, it'd be like we'd get more content in it.
Yeah,
It'd be like since we redid.
well, that's what I remember.
I don't
we were
know
arguing.
if we redid a 3-hour one.
Well,
We might have.
we,
Might have.
we redid it because I remember. I think one of them was there was a Rays Stadium one. I remember we both had like me and Joel were arguing about it, and then we kind of like picked up each other's points that each little kind of argument we made. Then we came back the next time. We kind of had a little defense for those arguments.
It's true. Oh man, I could argue Race Stadium for a lifetime.
Oh, dude, there was nothing worse than recording it and losing the footage.
Oh, that's so bad.
That's nightmarish. Yeah. All right. Quick on the Eagles Bucks, because we're not. This is a celebration. I don't want to get bogged down, but Eagles beat the Bucks 31-25. Will, for initial, just thoughts on the game.
I mean, yeah, I can sum it up for you pretty quickly if you want. I think it just came down to costly turnovers. I think you just look at when they happen in the game specifically. I'll argue. I really believe from looking at that last angle, especially the last one they showed on the broadcast, his shin looked pretty down to me. But again, you can't cough the ball up in your own, what was it, inside the 20. You can't do it, man. You can't do it. And that was just the worst possible time that could happen. The Baker Mayfield interception. You're just doing too much. And, I think it comes down to a lot of injuries. He's had to make a lot of plays with his legs. They have to take a lot of hits. He just was doing a little too much there. But those really cost you. And once again, special teams played a big role, getting that block punt to start the game. That hurt you. But, I think you take away those 3 mistakes. Bucks win that game, man. That defense played absolutely lights out in the second half. All the credit to Todd Bowles there. And the offense clicked. They got it together. Huge. 2 70-yard plays. They had everything going for them, and you just erased 2 mistakes, and I fully believe the Bucks win that game.
I mean, yeah, I'm in the same vein as far as that goes. Like the fact that we held the Eagles to almost negative yards, bearing the safety that they pulled on themselves, but to hold them to such little yardage in the second half is amazing. And I know that I'm a whiny crybaby, but I mean, some of those holdings, it's like, what would that game have looked like if you'd cut some of those? Sorry, not holdings. That was the game before. Some of the missed holdings, some of the missed pass interferences. Yeah. It's like, what would the game look like if you'd cut those in half? Like, I think we'd have had a pretty good chance of winning that game, regardless of the turnovers. We might have been up a score or 2 at that point. So, I mean, it's not going to change anything, but man, it's like you just wish that I wish that they had the pass interference challenge calls back, because that would fix a lot of problems in this game.
Yeah, man, they let Quinyon Mitchell get away with murder.
And it got worse throughout the course of the game. They're like, oh, they're not calling it. Let's do that again.
And it kills me because I keep seeing this post Quinyon Mitchell against the Buccaneers. Only 1 catch allowed, 95 PFF grade. And then I have 5 photos of him just grabbing fistfuls of jerseys. I know. It's crazy.
I don't understand why they let him get away with that. And even
they were obvious. How do you not? You can see the jersey being grabbed from across the field. The side judge on the opposite sideline can see that hold from across the field. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
And you mentioned it on the college one, but it just makes you curious. So I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know. Super Bowl. It's just Super Bowl champion perks, but it's just annoying. I would really love to see the pass interference challenge back.
Yeah. Well, even on the interception, I mean, Sterling Shepard's getting roughed up by Quinyon Mitchell. No call. You wonder, maybe that doesn't happen. He breaks open and Baker's got a better target to throw to. Maybe it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
But again, no call.
Yeah, and I thought the officiating was poor. I think the Bucky Irving thing, I just don't know how you call that a fumble on the field. And I know it was so close to overturn. I think his shin was down too. But I think again, that's one of those fumbles where his wrist caused the fumble and his shin was down. We really should be calling that. I don't know. Anyways, back to the game. Obviously, like you mentioned, detrimental mistakes. I know Baker Mayfield got his pass tipped on an interception, but that's a boneheaded play. It was first down inside the Eagles' red zone. It was first down inside the Eagles' red zone. Throw the ball away. He's been so good at it. The Bucs came in this game without a single turnover, and they turned it over twice. Just detrimental mistake. The Bucky one was questionable. The Baker one was terrible. And that's the type of throw that, that's the old Baker Mayfield. We have gotten a more efficient version of Baker Mayfield. That's the type of Baker Mayfield that led us to losing, 4 games in a row last year, 4 games in a row the year before. the turnovers will be the death of this team.
I think he's playing at 70%. Like I'm scared that we're gonna like take off like 15% every week.
I hope he can get a little bit healthier. I hopefully. I mean, I don't think he took really any crazy hits. I know he got sacked pretty big on that last drive. But and I know he had the bicep thing, and maybe that's leading to grip.
I would imagine that's taking a lot of the oomph off the arm.
Yeah, and I thought the zip looked good. The accuracy was so.
I mean, he had the 70-yard throw, so he had at least one of those in the game, which is good.
I definitely think he's banged up, though. I think that's a fair assessment.
I think they're all banged up, man.
They are. That's fair. It's only 4 games. Everyone just gets hurt in this Bucks team. But special teams, man. Special teams has to be better. That is now 3 block kicks in 3 weeks.
They gotta get somebody else in the building. Like as far as McLaughlin goes, no, I mean we solved that. But whatever this kicker is, man.
They have brought 2 punters in this week.
They did.
For some competition. All right, because fun fact, Riley Dixon, wish we would have been on this earlier. That's on us for not looking at the stats. But Riley Dixon went into the season with 7 block punts in his career. He started in 2016. That was by far the most out of any punter in the league during that time. He now has 9 punts blocked because he's had 2 blocked this season. The Bucks hadn't had a punt block since 2018 before Riley Dixon came along. Just really, really, lackadaisical timing. Poor blocking. People coming scot-free. The special teams will cost the Bucks. It cost them this game. If that punt, fumble, interception, don't care. If that punt is not blocked in the first drive, this is not the same type of game.
Absolutely, it's at the tone for the game.
Well, yeah, I just think this falls on Thomas McGahee, the special teams coordinator, because even they're talking about it on the broadcast. You got Nick Sirianni jumping around, dancing around like he normally does, saying I told you. So obviously, yeah, maybe Dixon obviously Dixon might be taking too long to punt, but the Bucks are showing on film that you can attack the punter, you can attack the kicker, and there's been no adjustments made to it because we've seen it 3 weeks in a row. And it wasn't just a block punt. I mean, they could have gotten to a couple others in that game. So I mean, you saw that last week too. The Jets could have blocked multiple field goals. Texans got after a couple punts, and there's been no adjustments made. None. You got to do something to fix that. If Dixon takes too long to punt, you got to add some extra blockers in there. Do something different. But there's been no adjustments made. And he's got to get a fire lit under his behind because that's just unacceptable. You're showing on film teams can go attack this part of your game, and you haven't done anything to stop it yet. So, I mean, again, this game against Seattle, got to see crisp special teams.
I agree.
Let's have no punts.
No punts would be great.
A no punt game.
That would be awesome. That's what the Colts are doing for a few games.
It's like you got a bad kicker, just don't punt.
Yeah, I agree. It's just hopefully the guys are healthy. I mean, shout out Bucky Irving. He might not play this week, but I mean, another great game. Over 100 yards receiving. Him, Mecca Ibuka leads the all rookies in receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, the most receiving touchdowns in his first 4 games of their career in Buccaneers history. Really, really a lot to build on. Chris Godwin came back. Love to see that. Tristan Wirfs looked like a dog again. Benjamin Morrison, Jacob Parrish. Some young corners look good. Got to get healthy. Got to clean some stuff up. Tough game coming this Sunday.
Yeah. Shout out Jacob Parrish and Ben Morrison. Really thinks he got hurt. I'm hoping he's okay. We don't know though, but what his status will be. But that really stinks. I mean, these two have been just amazing. You look up, 148 coverage reps in the first 4 weeks, 23 targets, 80 yards total allowed in 148 coverage reps. Quarterbacks going against them have a QBR of 70. And that's an average of 0.54 yards per coverage. So you're allowing less than a yard, and negative expected points allowed per play, negative 0.49. So, I mean, just lights out stuff from those two. Jacob Parrish especially, man, he's had more playing time. Ben Morrison kind of slowly, been slowly going in. And another guy to shout out, man, Elijah Simmons.
Oh yeah.
Elijah Simmons. The Bucks pick him up 2 weeks ago off the Cardinals practice squad. I don't know how you let a guy of this caliber just sit there, ready for any team to come scoop him. But the Bucks do it, and in the second half, you watch the film. 92, he is shutting down that Eagles rushing attack. A lot of the plays made, a lot of the run stops was big 92 clogging up the middle. So shout out to him, and that just might be a gem that they found, and he can be a real big piece for this defense going forward.
He was like all over the place. I was like, who is this 92 guy? Like he was jumping over. I was like, oh, it's him. I was like, it was the undrafted free agent we just signed last week. He's the one flying over the place. It's what was his Nugent Hopkins? That's the former Buck defensive lineman. Come on. No, not Nugent Hopkins.
Nugent Rocha's Nacho.
Yes. That's
Nacho.
who he reminded me of him. I thought it was a reincarnation of him. But yeah, he looked really, really good. A lot to take. Joel mentioned it. Eagles go for -1 yards overall in the second half. Jalen Hurts does not complete a pass in the second half. So the defense was
amazing.
Yeah, the defense was
really, don't want to give a team any credit, but what were the Eagles doing?
They just were getting shut down.
They were getting shut down. Todd Bowles' masterclass in the second half. I think
those fumbles, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm serious. They would have won the game. They really would have won the game. You take away 3 plays, 3 singular plays out of that entire game, and the Bucks win that game in epic fashion, epic comeback. But no, I think we've just seen this year from Todd Bowles, man. Lights out defense and adjustments. He was throwing a couple different stunts at Jalen Hurts in the first half, and he wasn't really fazed by the blitz that much. We were blitzing him pretty heavy in the first half, doing some stunts on the D line, looping out Vita Vea and Greg Gaines, and it wasn't working. Jalen Hurts had 40 rushing yards in the first half, but he adjusted. He goes with a 4 down front, doesn't blitz that often in the second half, and just completely shuts them down. Secondary takes over. You can't talk about, you just can't say enough how much better this defense is look, and it's all thanks to Mr. Todd Bowles himself.
Yeah. And they're going to need a defense going on a tough road trip. So
ready to move on.
Ready to move on, man. Tough road trip. 3-1 Seattle Seahawks, 3-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Lumen Field. Is that what they call it now?
Lumen Field. Yeah.
What was the old name for that place?
Quest.
No.
I think it was Quest back in the day. It might have had a name in the middle.
Jarvis. Look up Seattle's. I'll get it.
Oh, it's making me mad.
Lincoln? No, that's Philly.
No. It's something pretty iconic. Dang it. Anyways,
I think it was Quest 2010. I don't remember what it was in the 2010s.
Anyways, tough road trip for the Buccaneers. They will be, pretty banged up. 4:05 on Fox, I think. This Sunday, pretty banged up. Bucky Irvin's been banged up. Jamel Dean, Ben Morrison, Will mention, Hassan Reddick. Yeah, so a lot of injuries to note for the Bucks. But how can the Bucks go on the road and win a big game?
I think first and foremost, it's going to come down to one guy on that defense, kind of your lone wolf in the secondary there, and that's Zion McCollum, man. He's going to be lined up against Jackson Smith and Jigba for most of this game, as he should be, and you got to lock him down. This is Sam Darnold's favorite target. Since he's become a Seattle Seahawk, he targets JSN 34% of the time when he drops back to pass. You take his number one target away, and I think you're going to have a good chance. Like I said, I think Simmons is a huge piece for your rushing defense. If you can slow down Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet, can you slow that down and really put some pressure on Darnold? I'm not a huge believer in him. I think he's just been a beneficiary of some quarterback friendly systems, whether it be San Francisco or Minnesota. I think the Bucs really need to test him and get after him, because I'm not a Sam Darnold believer. I'm not a believer in him. I'm not a believer in a lot of these veterans. who have bounced around, maybe were considered busts and find out some different teams. If you're coming from San Francisco or the Rams or the Vikings, those guys breed quarterbacks. It's just a good system. West Coast offense, a Shanahan tree. I'm not a believer in those guys. I am not a believer in those guys. I don't believe in Darnold. I think the Bucs can get after him, but I think it's going to come down to Don McCollum taking out JSN, lockdown, straps, clamps. Can he do it?
Yeah, and you mentioned the Bucs trying to get after Sam Darnold. This is a revamped and very new Seattle Seahawks offensive line. They've been a lot better, but they were bad last year. So the Bucs can kind of confuse them up front. And obviously, JSN is really good, but the Seahawks want to establish the run game first. They don't want Sam Darnold chucking the ball 25, 30 times in the game. They want to establish the run game. So stopping Kenneth Walker will be key. And the Bucs, they've done really good against the run. 13 consecutive games where they've held their opponents to under 100 yards rushing. They held Saquon Barkley to, I think it was around 2.3 yards per carry last week. They've done a really good job. They have to continue that. They have to make the Seattle Seahawks operate in third and long and be a one-dimensional offense. On the Bucs offense, the flip side, the Bucs offense has to operate cleaner. The Bucs have been outscored 34-13 in the first quarter. Their defense obviously has to do better against the scripted drives, but offense has to start out quicker. Baker Mayfield, whatever health he's playing at, he has to be more accurate. There's too many throws that Baker is missing that are easy in the first, second, and third quarter. I know when the game has got tight, he has gotten tighter and he has gotten really, really good. But Baker Mayfield can keep himself out of that situations if he's a little bit crisper. Catching the ball and getting the ball out on time. Another key, I think, is getting Chris Godwin a little bit more involved. I know it was his first game last week, but only 3 catches, 26 yards. Definitely want to see Chris Godwin get a little bit more involved, get a little bit more targets, stuff like that. And then without Bucky Irvin likely with his foot's in the boot, he might play, but I want to see Sean Tucker, man. I want to see Sean Tucker. I'm excited to see Sean Tucker, and I think Sean Tucker's going to have a big game, but I think this offensive line has to do better. I think there was a lot of pressures. The run game wasn't as ferocious as it could be. Last week, Wirfs came back, so Britterson and Graham Barton went back to their normal positions. Those guys have to be better. Those guys were in the bottom 5 of the Buccaneers offensive PFF grades. Britterson and Barton have to be better in this game.
Yeah, I'm really with you there, Kolb. I think you look at the Seahawks defense, Mike McDonald, the head coach, he's a defense first guy coming from the Baltimore Ravens, the Harbaugh coaching tree. And I think the biggest thing is this passing game. You look at the Seahawks secondary, they're trying to rebuild the Legion of Boom, but you got Tariq Woolen, you got Joby, you got Devin Witherspoon. Those are some lockdown guys. And I think Grizzard really has to do, I said it last week against the Eagles, and it still was kind of the same thing. He's got to scheme up some stuff to get these guys some separation, get them open. And it happened a couple times, but there was still plenty of plays where there's nobody open. Baker, has to scramble and whatnot. And, you got to scheme some of these guys open more. You got to get Sterling Shepard open more. I think, hopefully
can we get the ball to Cade Otton for the love of...
Yeah, Cade Otton. Seriously, that's a target there. But yeah, Chris Godwin, I'm hoping to see him. Like you said, it was his first game. We'll see what they do this week with him. I think too, yeah, Bucs O-line has to play a lot better. I think, they could see some relief. The Seahawks don't really blitz that much. They kind of rely on their D-line to get the job done, the pass rush, but they might be without DeMarcus Lawrence this week, old man Lawrence, but he's still producing for him. We might not see him though this week, so that might be some relief for this offensive line. I agree with you. Let's see some Sean Tucker pick it up where Bucky left off if he's not able to play, and I don't think so, guys. I'm going to be honest with you.
Lose the battle to win the war.
Yeah. You're not going to be in crutches and a boot on what day was it? This is Wednesday, and you're not going to be ready to go by Friday. I'm sorry, that's just not how it works. But you know who else I want to see? I want to see some Josh Williams.
Ooh.
Give me some Josh Williams.
Preseason.
He's hungry.
I mean,
feed him the rock.
I'm almost a little excited for Bucky Irving to be injured just to see Sean Tucker. I love Sean. Yeah. I might be Sean Tucker's number one fan.
Sean Tucker.
Yeah, man. I love watching that dude play. So I'm excited about that. Seahawks have a very good defense. They are stout, like you said. The secondary, Leonard Williams, absolute dog up front. Yep. Yeah, they have a really really stout defense, and their coach is a defensive wizard, and Mike McDonald, kind of Todd Bowles-esque a little bit. So I think it's gonna be a tough game. I really do.
But they're wearing the road creams, but 76.
But they're wearing the blue throwbacks. It's a great matchup.
That's probably one of the greatest throwback games in history.
Awesome. It's going to be amazing.
The NFL needs to push more teams to do this.
Yeah.
If you got throwback, you wear them.
I mean, especially they're sister expansion
and
guys.
They're and it's just a beautiful contrast, the all white and then the blue and silver. It's just it's perfect. It's perfect.
I wish the Bucs would wear them too against Detroit. Because that's old NFC Central.
Yeah. Are they wearing the oranges at any point during the season?
Yeah,
against the Falcons Thursday night.
The Falcons,
I want to go to that game.
And the Falcons are wearing their red helmets. That'll be a good matchup too. That'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, I want to go to that game really badly.
That's valid. That's
Thursday night.
That'll be fun. Except every time I go to a primetime Bucs game, I'm really sad after.
Yeah, especially wearing those uniforms.
Joel and I are 1-0.
Hey, don't count your blessings,
that is
bro.
not a primetime game, bro.
I'm just saying we're 1-0 at Bucs games. 1-0 at Bucs games.
We won that by the skin of our teeth.
But you broke the creamsicle curse.
We did. That's true.
So yeah, it will be an amazing uniform matchup. Are we ready to predict?
I'll say one thing. It's going to come off as salty, but Bucs have to get lucky with the refs. It's been a tough season. So let's see if we can get lucky. We got a better shot of winning.
Or just
we can have
some favor.
Favor, that's a better word.
Yeah.
We got favor with the refs.
I'm glad you brought that up. Bells and stuff started ringing in my head. Craig Wolstad, his crew is reffing this game in Seattle. They throw the third most flags in the NFL this season.
So does that mean?
I mean, that's good because we're going to get some of the pass interference calls.
Yeah, but that also means we're probably going to get called for about 6 holdings.
Like 6 or 7 holdings.
I'll take a holding call if it means I get a pass interference call.
Fair. Hey, we will see. I'm ready to predict because I have something to get off my chest. I don't think the Bucs win this game. So here is my backing here, and I think this is a real danger spot for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So in the last 2 seasons, Todd Bowles and the Buccaneers have started 3-1 in both seasons. However, not too long after those 3-1 starts, the Bucs went on 4-game losing streaks. In 2023, after starting 3-1, the Bucs immediately dropped 4 games in a row to go down to 3-5. In 2024, the Bucs started 3-1, made it out to 4-2 actually, and then dropped 4 games consecutively to get out to 4-6. This midseason lull has been a trend for Todd Bowles, and I think a lot of it comes down to getting banged up at the wrong time and some untimely turnovers. And I think untimely turnovers happened last week. I think getting banged up at the wrong time is happening this week, and I unfortunately think it's going to be too much for the Bucs to go on the road and get a road win. I hope to be wrong. But I don't feel like I'm going to be. I think the Bucs are going to lose 23-17.
I think the grit of the Bucs is going to show. I think as much of a Todd Bowles hater as I am, maybe this is the year he turns it all around.
Wow.
Maybe this is the year where he wins 3 out of 4 in the middle part of the season like this. So I'm going to go 24-13.
It's a 100th episode miracle. Joel is all in on the Bucs.
Come on, man. How can you not pick the Bucs after Joel, Mr. Simon Cowell of the show?
I've gotten a little bit lighter over the second half of these episodes.
You've gotten better. But man, I can't pick against the Bucs.
Hey, and also sorry to cut you off, but you have been Simon Cowell, but like Will mentioned, he's usually right. He is usually right, and now he's picking the Bucs, so maybe he's going to be right again.
Dude, when he picks the Bucs, dude,
it's exciting. It's exciting.
How can you not pick against them? The Bucs are banged up. They're battered and bruised. But here's the thing. They went toe-to-toe with the defending Super Bowl champs with all kinds of injuries. And they were right there. You take away 3 plays. And the Buccaneers are 4-0 right now, guys.
And Chris Godwin's shaking the dust off. So that's
shaking
good.
the dust off. Wirfs is shaking the dust off. You got a lot of guys, it stinks seeing, Dean and Morrison go down, but you got Bryce Hall. Josh Hayes.
We got Bryce Hall.
We got deep cornerback depth. But my point is,
Kendall Vildor,
Kendall Vildor right there.
preseason legend.
We've
Hey,
seen
the
this
preseason
team.
guys are the guys getting all the interceptions.
Facts. That's what
Right
I'm
there.
saying.
We've seen this team overcome adversity all season, whether it be deficits, being down with less than 2 minutes left, and just finding a way to win by the skin of their teeth. We've seen them overcome the injuries and still get wins. And you really think we're going to go to Seattle, CenturyLink Field, by the way.
And Questfield was the 2000s name. That goes to show how old I am.
Questfield was that before. Then before that was the Kingdom.
Yep.
Kingdom. Nobody's going to be there. Seattle Mariners, man, they're in the playoffs. Everybody's all excited for that, to see them. See them in the postseason. And nobody's going to care about this game. Nobody's going to be there. The Bucs are going to come in. They're going to get it done. You look at the Seattle team, man. They're 3-1. They lost to a pretty mediocre 49ers team, and their wins. Cardinals. Are we really buying the Cardinals? The Saints? We buying the Saints? And the other
Steelers? I think it was the Steelers.
The Steelers, yeah. Aaron Rodgers was smoking ayahuasca before the game.
And that was the game the Steelers literally let them jump on the football in the kickoff.
Yeah, they kept turning the ball over, this and that. That 3-1 is a pretty weak 3-1. And my point is, if the Bucs can go toe-to-toe with the Eagles, they can go toe-to-toe with this Seattle team. I think they're winning. It might be tough to start, but they're going to find a way to win at the end. They're going to find a way to win. Todd Bowles has his team locked in. They're going to make the adjustments. Defense is going to shut down the second half. The Bucs win this game 19-16.
Have they flexed the game to nighttime yet?
Nope. It's staying at
4:05.
4:05 officially.
When did the Mariners play?
I don't know, but I'm assuming they're either probably a nighttime game because they can't play.
That probably works out then.
Everybody's going to be worried about them.
No, I think it's going to be a
I
celebration.
mean, that could be like everybody's keeping their tickets for the Mariners, keeping their money for the
They're doing a
Mariners.
doubleheader.
Oh, I mean,
That's
they
the most
could
legendary.
literally share a roof, so they probably are.
Yeah.
That's the most legendary.
I looked
doubleheader
it
ever.
up too. I didn't know it, but I had to say it.
CenturyLink.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I forgot. I looked it up on my phone.
It's all right. It's all right. It's
Because they used to call it the link, right? It was cool.
yeah. I think, or that might be what the Eagles call their stadiums. I don't know.
Yeah, you're
The
right.
link,
You're
the
right,
bet.
you're right about the
The link.
Eagles.
Yeah. So yeah, Bucks 4:05. It's confirmed. It's not changing. 4:05 Eastern on the road. But yeah, thank you guys. 100 episodes. We're here and we're not done. We said it. 100 more, and if Lord willing, we will.
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished, baby. So yeah, share this video with a friend. Share us with a friend. Follow us on social media, on X, on Instagram, all that good stuff. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. And have a beautiful and blessed night.